This anime made by Pachang-ne, an animation is in some scene very detailed black background and character movement also possible, I believe. And many scenes the proportion is better than Cover Night. Well, Cover Night character has been very vague, very out of proportion in some scenes. I don't see Renai flops in many scenes. Has been It has been so consistent that I don't see any alpha proportions character. Rather, I see very detail and the art style that very modern, very harem anime that I that is that clicked with me in the first place. Aspect of the world and of Renai Flop and story itself. The world of Renai Flops seem to set on the other dimensions or the future. It isn't clear, but it seems like the world has a lot of automatic functions and still same menu stuff like spots in the past. As I has rewatched episode 1 of Renai Flops the third time, I see that Renai Flops very been put in a lot of detail regards its concept and its world building and nuances in some scenes itself. Renai Flops, despite being the original, has been put on a lot of detail and effort into the animation itself, which is very peculiar for the original anime these days have seen. Um, since Eroistic-Ke, Extreme Heart, and all the original anime like Eroistic-Ke, for example, I've never seen the original this did the anime in this kind of way. That is planning this solidly. It's almost like the anime itself has been the manga before being the anime, and then the studio itself is adapting from it. Very weird for original anime these days to be this kind of thing. Story will likely follow the life of Asahi and his love life harem, while being anime like Infinite Stratos or Henseki. This anime resembles to Infinite Stratos, Henseki, and many harems, many harems anime that have been before. But the excessive fan service and kind of lack of nuance is kind of, well, the concept is still weird. The lack of nuances made this anime feel off for many people. But some people who have not seen these kind of rom-com for quite a time has been very pleased with this anime actually for some person. But for me, as I am a person who goes into the way of harem, goes into the way of Ecchi in the first place, I don't really see that this anime is bad by any means. In fact, I enjoy very some kinds of detail. It's like Extreme Hard. I was this anime. If you read my review on Extreme Heart on myanimelist.net/Eroistic-Ke, you see that I've been very kind of pleased with highly original anime of Extreme Heart. Also because of the character, because of the journey of the character, because of the musics mainly. But this anime mainly the animation very pleased my eyes, and some anime, but it doesn't. But playing it in a very childish way. It's not. It's like poop and pee joke when you was in the kindergarten. It was like that in this kind of anime, and I mostly enjoy this kind of joke because I don't know if it's offends anyone, but feels like it's not offending anyone other than people who love dogs or highly feminine people, which I truly agree. I truly agree with it. I admit that this anime is to my liking, and I enjoy it a lot. Sure, the joke doesn't hit that much people. I still don't know. Will this anime will be that serious about world building and have main character and have go to pursue the career that only this world in the future had, or build up more world building? Because that is decently built up. There's AI trained function stations, future stuff while still maintain the presence. This anime is basically introduction with weird gimmicks about the future technology mixed with the harem. I don't know if this anime will be like extreme hard where they skip off the hardship of the character and make it highlights between anime. But still, this anime is still being like Infinite Stratos and this kind of but I don't know what this anime will play the story on. Infinite Stratos has the fight between character, has a fight between robots, has a fight between those kind of thing and harem to get and technology to do. And there is Dead Alive, which about the series has the mystery and stuff, but I've not seen. Maybe the world building is the only thing that sticks to me, but they're still playing a lot with the gimmicks of the future itself, like robots and joke and stuff. So I'd say if it's like it's needed more than the character to please me, if this anime want to be full flesh Konosuba each type of the anime love story, I don't know. The flop story goes quite fast. Actually, we get to know our girls first half, and then second half showing some jokes. Apologize to see the personality of girls. As a tradition for the first episode, what I expect from this anime is a bunch of jokes. Each episode character development and play with the technology. Since this anime is original, no one knows if Passionia will go crazy with it, or it will turn darker like Renai and Kagetsu, or it will be like realistic anime with realistic settings like Grimgar. No one's know if it's original anime. But most of the time when I see original anime, it mostly just like follow the same formula or being safe and stuff. But this anime is not that safe, to be honest. There's many joke, and I agree with the reliance, the over reliance of the joke of the beeps and a sex itch kind of joke, but it's also what would you play with the harem? This is like I would ask people who say that don't play this kind of joke, don't play this kind of thing. I'd say this is the charms of the harem rom-com genre. So what would you play with other than this joke? What would you play on the nonsensical, the craziness of the harem that you please with girls, and that you know here and there having the horny joke because it's edgy anime, and why not? And so what would you do generates the content with this kind of anime without really put in this kind of joke? Maybe like Konosuba playing with the monster, the kind of stuff which I don't know, like maybe it has the content to do other than sex joke and stuff, which I expect more from this anime. But I think this is actually kind of charms of harem anime. As I say, we kindly see of the personality of the girls as a traditions for the first episode. It's a bunch of joke. Each episode character development playing with the technology, since this anime is originals. I've been reading this. Like Chris also open like this, but this anime is not it. see from jokes and a lot of character interactions, this anime probably leans toward working, or MM, which is anime by Sebek in 2013, 11 or something, that I also like. But it has some reference to a lot of things, have the craziness of harem, has something to do in the school life, have technology and craziness, and I expect this anime to be that way, which it's also my kind of my way of fetishes, kind of my way of, you know, watching this anime about fetishes like Henseki or MM or working. This kind of harem rom-com, she's anime, slice of life anime. I kind of see charms in exploring each character and go crazy or go creative with it, while still maintaining the elements of waifu, elements of anime, elements of the and the visual that clicked with me. I don't see anything that I would dislike about this anime in the first episode. That's kind of anime where each character has their own problem, and in this case, Asahi helped them fix it. Though I like this kind of fast-paced jokes and childish kind of joke, like Arakawa Under the Bridge, which couldn't be compared because Arakawa Under the Bridge, Konosuba and stuff is kind of top tier comedy where the joke is very creative. There's many things go into the deep kind of thought, playing with the philosophy, need to interpretation of the scenes, and a lot of these things which couldn't be compared to this top tier comedy anime fast cuts. But it kind of remind me of the fast cut scene where it's kind of stupid but smart at the same times. The cuts, the small thing that happen, the character will look at things, although it does not been that delicate and subtle expression as Arakawa Under the Bridge. The cut of this anime remind me of Arakawa Under the Bridge, with this kind of highly detailed philosophical cut. Not to mention about genre story. Other than that, I would like to see nuances in joke rather than each kind of this anime risks itself to begin with. So I expected it to pitches it to the limits, with a lot of the anime just focusing on very small topics and what the fuck stuff like robot eating dog. Well, settings and concept is weird, and a lot of joke is kind of sexist. A lot of them reference from the past rom-com. I wonder what they would do next apart from the likes of authors, because this anime settings is unlikely to generate any content much. The score of this anime in the episode 1, as I rewatch it 3 times to review it, is good.